Hello there, everybody. It has been quite a long time since I've recorded and posted a video. Today I'm going to be bringing a little bit of Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus content. It's a roguelike that I've been playing. I played off and on for a couple years whenever it first came out, but now I'm revisiting it because there's the new DLC, which is the Binding of Isaac Repentance, that's supposed to be coming out, I believe, in April. Yeah, I just figured I would play this, kind of in the background. We could talk about why I've been gone for so long, what all's been going on, and what kind of plans I have for future content for the channel. So let's go and get into it. The Binding of Isaac it's just a roguelike. It's basically a dungeon crawler. It's procedurally generated. I only have like 134 hours or something like that in it, but you can see I don't have everything unlocked. Yeah, so we'll just go ahead, we'll do just an Isaac run. And with Isaac, we're going to be starting, in the top left corner you can see a cube, a dice cube. It's called a D6. It'll allow us to reroll items that we can pick up. And that is going to be probably the key to our survival during this game. So, where have I been for the past, 6-7 months, 5 months, something like that, however long it's been? It's actually a pretty simple answer. I've had a whole bunch of stuff going on in real life, basically. I've had a lot of work stuff going on, a lot of school stuff going on. I really just haven't had much time to put towards streaming and creating content as I would like to. Hopefully, I'll be able to be fixing that pretty soon. Things at work are slowing down a little bit. And school, I don't have a class for school until this coming March, and I got a weird second quarter only college class going on. So for those of you who don't know, I am a civil engineer. I work specifically on geotechnical things, which basically means I play with dirt. That was bad damage, I shouldn't have done that. But I'm in grad school getting a master's in civil engineering, so I'm almost done. Every single day I count down the semesters I have to go until I'm completely done with it. I think now I'm down to 3 semesters left, so we're getting closer to the end every single day. But yeah, so I mean, I've had a lot of work stuff going on, just a lot of real life issues, basically. COVID hit, which you would think would mean I would get to play more, but it resulted in me playing more, but actually playing less of the games that I'd been playing before, that had been featured on the channel before. I haven't been playing that much old school RuneScape. I had that hardcore Iron Man series going, and I think that I just pushed it way too hard at the very beginning. So we get, I believe this is Spider Baby. Yeah, so this is nice. I don't remember exactly what it does. I'm still a pretty big noob at this game, honestly, but I do remember that it's at least a helpful item. I think that it spawns a friendly spider every once in a while to do some damage for us, so we'll definitely take it, because that's damage that we don't have to do, and that's less chance of us dying because we're killing things faster. But yeah, so well, not we, I guess. I pushed that hardcore Iron Man series really hard, and I mean, I killed myself on it, basically. I was putting in probably a full-time job's worth of work on it, along with working a full-time job and doing grad school at the same time, and I burnt myself out on it. I couldn't keep it up, and it got to where I just didn't enjoy playing it, and so I switched the games that I've been playing. I started playing a lot more games like The Binding of Isaac, roguelikes, procedurally generated, just dungeon crawling games, basically. The good thing about games like this is, for someone like me who I can't generally spend a whole lot of time dedicated to games that require you to build a lot on previous work. We're gonna go ahead and fight the boss. Got the headless horseman. Okay. For games like that, I can't spend the amount of time that really needs to be spent on them And so games like The Binding of Isaac are nice because I don't have to. I thought I was going to get hit there. They're nice because I don't have to be able to spend that kind of time on them. I can play a round of Isaac, and then I can hop off, and I can come back the next day and still be in just as good of a position as I was because, you know, it doesn't really build on each other. Oh, I'm going to get hit. Ooh, I thought I was going to get hit there. So that I think that's why I've kind of started clinging to these roguelikes. So we're going to get the pony. The main good thing about the pony is you see it gives us flying, which means we can go over spikes, we can go over basically holes in the ground, because, you know, that's what flying lets you do, but ultimately we're not interested in that, so we're going to re-roll it, and we get a health upgrade instead. Come back here, grab this heart. We're going to go around and look for these things. They're called tinted rocks. I mean, like the name says, they're just a rock that's a different color, and whenever you destroy them, you have a chance of getting soul hearts, which are blue hearts instead of red hearts. And it allows you to get what's called a deal with the devil, but in order to get that, you need to preserve all of your red heart HP. We got a half soul heart. Not quite sure where it came from. I think the beggar just dropped it, but so I guess we're just gonna go ahead and go on down to the next floor, and we'll see what the next floor holds for us. But like I was saying before, with the old school hardcore Iron Man, I had gotten where I was just doing thieving basically the entire time. I would work all day, and then I would stop work, and I would just turn my chair 90 degrees to the right and get on my personal computer, because I'm teleworking because of COVID right now, and I would then proceed to do thieving for a couple hours to try and make some progress on that, and it really wasn't fun. I couldn't get motivated to do it, and I couldn't really motivate myself to get enough content out to make the videos feel worthwhile. I didn't want you guys to be feeling like I was just pushing out videos that didn't really have much in them. And I mean, I didn't really want to do that either. That's a lot of work on my part. I'm not good at editing, so any kind of small editing work that I do takes me quite a bit of time. We've got to be careful with these red fires because they will shoot shots at us. You see that middle one just tried to do it, and that last one did too. So we got to be really careful that we don't get hit. So, I mean, frankly, I just stopped. I know some of the guys I used to play with, at least one of them, he's still streaming. He's doing pretty well from what I know too. I haven't been able to tune in to him as much as I want to, but so I'm basically just looking to see how I can get back into it and what games would be good. So I figured that, you know, The Binding of Isaac would be a good way to get back into it at least, because it allows me to just kind of talk and ramble, which lets me kind of explain what all has been going on. I'm going to look for our item room right now. That's actually probably not a good idea. I'm going to go ahead and fight the boss. But yeah, so let's see, we get Little Horn. Little Horn should be alright. So yes, I'm just looking at basically games I can play. I got Hades, which is another roguelite, but it's interesting because it actually has a story. I mean, Binding of Isaac has a story somewhat, but it's not a super well fleshed out story from my experience at least. So Hades is kind of interesting in that you have a story that every time you die, your the story progresses, which is interesting. Oh, dang it, I just lost the deal with the double chance. Every time you die, the story progresses. You learn more about all the characters that you're seeing, and so I'm hoping to feature that on the channel some as well. I'm still kind of getting used to the game, which the same could be said for Isaac, honestly. But that's kind of what I'm thinking of right now, but I'm definitely open to other suggestions. I am probably going to try streaming some, But I don't know how much. So this is the box. I think it just gives us an assortment of like consumables, like keys and stuff like that. I'm not super interested in it, so we're gonna use our... Actually, we haven't been to the item room yet. We're going to hold our reroll from our D6. We're gonna go look for the item room first and see what item we have in there. So, yeah, I don't know how y'all been. I wonder how COVID's been treating all y'all. Where I'm at now, we're still locked down, and it's not super heavy compared to other places, but yeah, it's about what you can expect given what's going on. My wife and I actually had it about a month ago or so. And so we had all things considered, we had a pretty mild case of it, but still wouldn't recommend it for anybody. We're taking a lot of really bad damage here, so trying to avoid doing that. I'm not used to talking for super extended periods of time. As most of y'all know from my previous videos that I usually just talk for like 2 minutes or so, and you know, the Binding of Isaac can go for like 30. You see right now we're up to 10, so we'll see how this goes, but as with everything, it's something that hopefully I will improve on in the future, and I am open to suggestions and tips and anything else that y'all can give me. But part of it is I hope that I can stop letting it affect my gameplay. And that was pretty terrible. Oh, that was bad too. Okay, let's see what we get in the item room. And we got the poop, which is a horrible item. Every room you go in, once you clear the room, you get a charge, and it'll place the poop pile down like it did there, and then you can shoot it and maybe get coins and stuff. So we're gonna re-roll that. We'll get mini mush. That gives us a speed up, which we do kind of need, honestly. So I'm not too upset with that. And that does mean that we might be taking the box from the boss room. We have a battery that will give us a full charge, but since we have this golden key, which means we don't use any keys period on this floor, we're going to be going into the shop to see if there's anything in there that is worth re-rolling. So we'll pick this up, and on our way back down to the boss, we will stop by the shop, and we'll go ahead and fill up our red hearts. It would be really nice if there's a soul heart in here, and there is not. You can either pay money to this or bomb it, and it will re-roll all of these items down here. PhD will make it so that you can get pills in this game. I think there's one actually out in the room next to us, and it'll make it where all the pills are either neutral or bad. And this little cross right here, I can run over it because I can't pick it up, I don't have enough money. But it will make it so that you can get any item from any kind of pedestal. With how Isaac works, there's basically different pools of items. So basically you can only get certain items from a boss, you can only get certain items from an item room, but Chaos makes it such that you can get any items from anywhere. And meat, all in all, I think was a much better pickup than the box was going to be. We got a small damage up, but we also got some HP. So right now we're sitting at 5 red hearts. Usually you want to trade those red hearts for some deal with the devil items. And deal with the devil items generally give you a lot of like tier effects, a lot of stat increases and things like that. But in the event that you're like me and you just kind of suck at the game, then you just try and do the best that you can with only these red hearts. So in terms of what I plan on doing with the channel, obviously I want to keep posting videos to it. I feel bad that it's been so long since I posted something, but I wanted to make sure that what I posted was, you know, quality. It wasn't just something that was thrown out there just to be out there. So I'm planning on posting some of these Isaac videos and some Hades videos while I'm trying to figure out what else can be done. I'm trying to see if I can shoot this grub thing. But that is the general plan. I know that I'm saying a lot, and I'm really sorry. It's a nervous habit. I'm not going off a script purposely because I don't want to have to write a 30-minute script for every single video I do. So I'm trying to get used to not having to do that, so that in the future I don't have to worry about it anymore. I am definitely open to any other kind of videos or any other kind of games that you want to see. I'm willing to try pretty much anything. I can't guarantee that I'll like it or that it'll stay around, but I'm definitely open to trying it, and there's no harm in trying something. So, try and kill these guys. They have homing tiers, which can be a pain. You should have to keep an eye on them. But yeah, I'm open to trying pretty much anything. I may go back to RuneScape and give that a shot at some point in the future, but for now, I don't really think that that's what I'm looking to do. So we use that bomb. We actually got this Spirit Heart. The Spirit Heart is crucial. If you see in the bottom left, kind of the left center of the screen, there's like an upside down cross. That is the chance that you have to get a deal with the devil. So right now we're at 100%. If we take red heart damage, that will drop down to around 33 or 36%. So this Spirit Heart, this blue thing that we've got up here in the corner, that is what is keeping us from losing that chance. And unfortunately, in the Binding of Isaac, how it currently is, deals with the devil are your best way of getting stat increases. The best way of getting things that will completely break a run for you. I'm really surprised. Oh, there it is. I was about to say, I'm really surprised that we didn't get hit there, but then we proceeded to get hit on his next jump. So now we're down to unprotected again. Let's do what we can. So I guess for the rest of this, I can just talk a little bit about me. You know, I'm 25, I think I'm 25, yeah, I'm 25, and I'm a civil engineer. We actually live in Tennessee. I don't know if you can pick it up from my accent or not. I don't know how southern I sound. I don't think I sound very southern, but then everybody says that, you know, you can hear the drawl and all that stuff and all the southern people's voices, so I don't think I have it, but I'm probably just blind to my own accent. So, or I guess deaf to it. I guess you're not blind to an accent? Are you deaf to an accent or blind to an accent? I guess you're deaf to an accent. That makes sense to be blind to something you hear. So yeah, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm a civil engineer, like I stated previously. I've been working for about 4 years. Just went to college here. I've grown up here. Honestly, never really left here. Gotta watch out for this thing. Oh, and there it goes. And there's the tinted rock. That was one of the things that we needed. Oh, okay, well, it gave us a golden chest. That didn't help us anyway. So as you can see in the bottom left corner, now we are down to 1%. When we clear this room and go into the next room, that should bump it back up to like 36%, something like that, give or take. And that will represent our chance for success. This lovely treat right here is called Bob's Brain. You do not take Bob's Brain. It is a projectile that explodes, and it can be difficult to control, and so we just don't want to deal with that. Man, we were only one room from the boss, too. So I could have gotten through this room, and I should have been able to get through the last room, too. I just was not playing well. So we'll clear out this room, take Master of Lockpicking. It'll make it to where we don't have to use keys on golden chests anymore. We'll come down here and face the dark one. I don't think I could have beaten the dark one without taking any damage, so. Ooh, I almost got hit by those spikes there too. I think he shoots a brimstone laser at some point, just trying not to die. Oh, okay. Just gotta play that. If I can preserve at least the 36% chance, then it's kind of here. So you're telling me there's, ooh, there it is. Up, and there it went. Oh, there it went again. Okay, so this run is not shaping up to be too great, but we'll still do what we can. Usually the people that are really good at this game will be already down at like first big boss that you fight. You gotta fight your mom. So they'll already be down there fighting mom by this point. I'm just trying not to die. I don't want more HP. We'll get Cat of Nine Tails. It'll increase our shot speed and give us a little bit more damage. It's not really gonna save the run, but it's better than nothing, I guess. I shouldn't have taken that soul heart yet. That was a mistake. We're gonna avoid that still. Come up here. This is this anemia? Oh, this is bloody lust. Okay, so bloody lust will make it so that whenever we get hit, we get an increase in damage for the remainder of the floor. And yep, that's not gonna work out. Oof, that was lucky. There's no reason for me to be in here. I don't want to deal with this. Yeah, so we're just gonna ignore the rest of this floor. We already lost the soul heart that we got on that floor, so that's kind of a bummer, but we'll go on down and see what we can do with this one. We have no bombs, so if we find a tinted rock, we can't do anything about it, which is unfortunate, and this isn't gonna be good. Gotta watch out for these. Yep, watch out for those spiders. This is not a good run. I might try and add a second run onto this one depending on how much longer it goes. Unfortunately, we're like treading water right now. We're not sinking, but we're not really swimming very well either. If there's anything that y'all want me to talk about during the runs, then feel free to let me know that as well. I am open to suggestions, discussing what y'all want to talk about. Trying to avoid controversial things for the most part, but I'm down to talk about pretty much whatever besides that. Could talk about sports. I haven't been following them too much lately, but my Cardinals have somehow gotten Nolan Arenado, the Colorado Rockies third baseman. He's probably, I would guess he's probably the second best third baseman in the league at this point. Maybe. So I don't know what kind of stuff they had to give up to get him, but I think it's probably worth it. Wasn't able to watch as much live sports this year as I wanted to. Just we don't have any live TV, man. Live TV is just getting way too expensive. We just got like Hulu, but we don't have the Hulu live TV. We just got the Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, Hulu combination. That good old $12.99 a month deal that they had going on. You know, I'm married, so we watch House Hunters most of the time, which I have to admit, House Hunters isn't as bad as I would expect it to be. You just have all those people on there, though, that it's like one's a professional potato peeler, and the other teaches repeat English to oh shoot, I didn't even see he was there. Teach repeat English to like kindergartners, and then they have a budget of like $4 million. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how these people are buying houses in the market that they're in with the jobs that they've got. People told me, just go into engineering, you'll make a ton of money in engineering. I'm looking at House Hunters and realizing, well, crap. I'm looking at House Hunters and realizing that I made a mistake. I should have gone into something else. I should have gone into what these people are going in. I'm afraid that I'm going to die, so I'm going to blow that up and get these 2 hearts. Try and stay alive for a little bit longer. That's not going to take us anywhere. This is taking us to the boss, I think, for better or for worse. Yeah, my wife and I watch House Hunters. It's interesting. We're looking at places we could potentially move to. Just kind of considering she's got to finish getting through school. I got to get through school. Oh yeah, I forgot I have to blow it up manually. I mean, we're looking. We watch House. Granted, most of the House Hunters episodes are like 7 years old or something like that, so it's not like it's beneficial for planning out your future or anything, but I don't know. This is a walnut. I don't know what walnut does, so I'm just gonna ignore it. We're gonna blow these up, or at least this one up, because it gives us a increased deal with the devil chance. So we'll blow that up. We'll keep going. We need all the help that we can get at this point. Haven't really gotten very many solid upgrades. Bloody Lust is good, but it relies on you getting hit in order to become good, which that's not good. Got another soul heart. It's actually really useful. It means we might have a chance of preserving this all the way to the boss if we can ever find it. Gonna explore the whole floor at this rate. I'll have to do a full clear of everything. Try and kill this portal so it stops spawning enemies. And that was a mistake. And that was a mistake. And just like that, we're down to only having half of a soul heart. Lovers will give us 2 red hearts. And I guess we'll go into this and hope that we can maintain our deal with the devil's chance. Oh, that was a mistake. I have made a mistake. I think that this is a champion version of, this is Gertie. It's a champion version of Gertie where he doesn't actually shoot any bullets. So we should be safe here as long as we keep an eye out for the creatures that he spawns, and we actually get a deal with the devil. I am very surprised. We had an 11.5% chance, but I am not going to complain. We got the coat hanger, which increases our fire rate, and the Book of Sin is not worth taking, but we're going to take it anyway. Okay, I was hoping that we would get a full charge out of that. So now we're going to rotate, or we're going to D6 it, we're going to re-roll it, that's the word I'm looking for, and we get Dark Matter, which is Fear Shot, so there's a chance that whenever we hit an enemy, it will fear them and cause them to run away from us rather than run towards us and attack us. The main reason we're taking it is just because it's a damage up. Certain tier effects, depending on who you talk to in the community, they have different opinions about the different tier effects. Some people don't like taking some of them just because they make enemy responses unusual and kind of unpredictable. We did that just because we would get a free bomb, so it was worth checking. Hit this, and that's a troll bomb, so that's not useful at all. But personally, I'm not good enough that I don't want to deal with those. I'm not good enough that the differing response that I get from an enemy is going to really help me min-max a run. I'm nowhere near that good, so I tend to just not really worry about it. And we've full cleared this floor, so we're just going to go ahead and go down to the next one. Flooded caves too, so that means we should be going to either the depths or the catacombs. The depths is the regular floor. The catacombs is the harder version of the same floor. I don't know how the chances work of getting either of them. I just know that it can happen. And I see now on the recording screen that my FPS are showing up. I didn't realize that that was going to happen, but it is there, so if that bothers y'all, I can remove it on the next episode. You see here that my damage is now back to 6.79. Whenever we went down the floor, that actually reset all the damage that we gained from Bloody Lust. It's not a permanent thing, which is unfortunate, but otherwise the item would be pretty overpowered, so I'm avoiding that big room like the plague if I can. Ooh, let's not get hit by that. I don't want to go in that big room until I absolutely have to, because that big room represents danger. I am not equipped to deal with said danger. You see, it got hit with that fear shot that time, and it started running away from me. I can't kill that white skull. The only thing I can do is kill all the other enemies and just avoid it. This is not good. Woo, that was lucky. Okay. I'm really bad at timing those things, so. I'll do this. We have 16 keys. Yeah, that was, I mean, we didn't lose anything. We got our key back. See what we get out of this one. Got some money. That's nice. We need to find a shop. Yeah, I'll do this too. We've got the excess keys to make this worthwhile. So once again, I'm going to avoid this big room like the plague because I really don't want to deal with it unless I have to. And it's looking like for now I can continue to avoid it. And we'll go down here and we'll actually hit the item room, which is pretty convenient. Oh boy. Yeah, that was bad damage. I hate this room. So this is the Book of Revelations. It'll make it, we're on Necropolis 1. So I was just wrong both times. But it gives us a soul heart every time we use it, and then depending on the floor you're on, it can ensure that you get a certain boss. It can ensure that you get a horseman boss, which will give you a certain drop. The horseman will drop cubes of meat, which is an orbital that can both block tears and it can cause contact damage. So it's really useful, especially when you have a very low damage run, which we aren't doing too bad on damage, but I would never say no to more damage. So we're gonna go ahead and do the boss right now. We've got a whopping 9% chance. Here we've got war, so we have one of those horsemen because we use the Book of Revelations. He's just gonna charge across the screen, so we're just gonna stay out of his way. I almost ran right into him. Yeah, see, this is why some people don't like these tier effects. It causes them to run really sporadically. We're gonna be able to take him. Oh, come on. We're gonna be able to take him out, no problem though. Yeah, 9% chance. That wasn't very likely to happen. You either get a cube of meat or you get a ball of bandages. They do the same thing, just different colors. And the ball of bandages will do like a love shot. If you get a second one, it'll actually shoot shots out, which again, different people feel different ways. I don't usually care. I'll take it if it's available. Which, I mean, honestly, who knows? That's probably the reason why I'm so bad at the game, is I'm not smart enough to not take certain items. So you can see I'm doing contact damage, which I'm not doing it well, but it can be done. And those contact damages are probably higher than my actual damage rate. I've got to be careful. There's going to be other guys charging towards me right here. I'm assuming, yeah, this champion's probably the last one. Pick up this bomb. Guess we'll head this way. I was hoping that the shop was right here. But it was not. It's at the other big room, so. Whoopee, we just did another full clear. Go ahead and go up here. Yep, that shop is, this is not a nice room. This is not going to be a nice room. I'm just trying to stay here so I can see him coming. Have enough time to get out of the way. I'm not too constricted. Stay far enough away once again. That's one of them down, so that's good. That's the second one, so that should just be this last guy right there. And that went better than I thought it would. Let's see what we have in here. We have a red heart, which we honestly probably don't need to take, but we will. And there's another shop after this. I'll see what this is. The sun card will be a full heal. It will do a small amount of damage to every monster that is in the room in which you use it, and it will give you full mapping. So you'll be able to see, we'll be able to see this whole floor, or not this whole floor. We'll be able to see the next whole floor right when we go into it. So yeah, we'll just, I guess, go ahead and go down with this, and that'll let us head, make sure we don't do any rooms that we don't have to do. And we'll just go on down. So Necropolis 2, Curse of the Unknown, you can see in the top right corner, means that we don't know what health we have. I believe that we have 4 red hearts. You can see there's some kind of dice room or some kind of special room off to the left side, but we're actually going to go up to the shop and the item room up at the top first. Oh, that's not good. We actually don't do very much damage. I am not happy with the amount of damage that we are doing, and with the fact that I just lost our deal with the devil chance. We really do not have much damage for this point in the game, which is really unfortunate. I mean, goodness gracious, we're just like tickling these guys. Eventually we're gonna kill them. It may take a while, but eventually it will happen. There we go, finally. I'm just gonna try and stay back here away from everything. Whoop, that was, oh, come on. That was a lucky escape, followed by an unluckily getting caught by it. We have a good tears rate, so I mean we have a good fire rate, we just don't have very good damage to go along with it. That, and I'm really just not playing well. Usually I play better than this. I attribute it mainly to having to speak while I'm doing it. We'll go look in the item room. That, I believe, is, I think it's called Dark Magnet or something like that. It makes it to where enemies are attracted to your tears. That would be a death wish for us right now. We are going to avoid that. And then here we have Super Greed, which basically means that our last shop is not a shop, and we will get no benefit out of it other than getting a little bit of money from killing Super Greed. And a key, I guess. I was hoping that there would at least be a battery charge in here so that we could re-roll this. I'm looking. There's plenty of room, so I'm going to go ahead and re-roll this item. And we get Butterbean, which it can redirect shots and kind of push enemies away from you. Overall, it's not terrible. I can't give up the D6 for Butterbean. Like, come on, I can't do that. Just my pride won't let me do that. Even if we lose this, I'd rather lose it and not be forced to give up the D6 for Butterbean. As you see, like I said, we can see that whole map. It even shows us where the secret room is. It's that question mark in the center that we're going to look at right now. See if it has anything that we want. And it has 2 keys, which is better than nothing. Now, we've already pretty much lost our deal with the devil chance, so I am going to go ahead and try and avoid these things. I am going to go ahead and come up here and go to this special room that's over here. Try and get these guys separated from each other. They're all over there in that corner. Woo. There we go. There's a chance that it can spawn a soul heart, not a very big one, but there is a chance, so needed to take it. Overall, there's no real point in holding on to a Justice card. We're doing fine when it comes to consumables, so just gotta be careful, make sure they don't launch a spider right at me. Go ahead and use our 2 keys to get in here, and we get the IV bag, which is not great, but it is a reroll pedestal. Which means we can reroll it. We can't get into this room. This is a boss trap room. On these regular floors, you face 2 waves of bosses. And then, like, we would get 2 charges for our D6 from doing that. But we can't do that because you are only allowed to have 1 HP. No more than 1 HP to do that. Or 1 red heart container, I mean. It's 2 pins down, and there's the last one. So now we only need 1 more. This is probably not worth it, but I gotta do it. Okay, that was scary. Oh, hey, there's a tinted rock right there. That was scary, but it was worth it because now we got a couple soul hearts to give us a little bit of protection. Oh, but dang it, that didn't count as a room. Crap. Those big 2x2 rooms, they count as 2 charges. Oh shoot, I didn't see that. Thought that was a friendly spider, not an enemy one. They count as 2 charges whenever you're trying to refill an item, so it looks like we should still have enough rooms to be able to get a full charge before we fight the boss. We get the sack of pennies, which is not going to do anything for us. But I guess it's better than not having the sack of pennies. It would help if we had a shop, but we fought greed in that shop, so it's not really going to do much for us. And by much, I mean it's not going to do anything for us. The fear shot helps with these charging enemies. Some at least. It can stop them from charging all the way. It can be hard to predict when or if it's going to stop them though, since it's all just a luck-based thing. Yeah, so how have you all guys been? Well, it's been a long time. I haven't really streamed much, so gotta start catching up with people. Trying to reestablish the group. Try and catch up with everybody. Make new connections again. I am doing about as well as one could expect given the circumstances. I am starting to go into the office more just because I'm getting incredibly stir crazy at home, and we have the option of going in provided that we're wearing masks and everything, so it's a nice break from being at home, but there is something to say for being able to wake up and roll out of bed and, you know, walk into another room wearing your pajamas and start work. And that's what I'm doing all the other days, so I really can't complain. I've been very blessed and very fortunate throughout this pandemic to not be near as affected as other people have. We actually don't have a ton of damage right now, so whenever this mom foot comes down, we're going to be trying to use our Cuban meat to do as much damage as we can. You saw us do it there. And there's a tinted rock right here. We've got the small rock, and I have realized that it has taken us 40 minutes to get to this point. 40. Man. You go and you watch Northern Lion, you watch Sinvicta, you watch any of those other guys, the other big ones, I guess Huts too. All those guys, they're done. They're on their victory lap by now. I'm just now getting started. This Lust is coming after me pretty hard. Gotta be on the lookout for whenever he gets out of the fear. There he goes. And we also have Curse of the Lost, which means we don't have, oopsie, which means we don't have a map for this floor. Fortunately, whenever we're in the womb, there is no item, or unfortunately I guess, depending on how you look at it, there is no item room and there is no shop. Unless you have an item or a trinket that gives you the shop in the womb. So we're actually just going to be looking for the boss room and getting out of here. That is all we are going for. Got the little split Loki here. Have to keep an eye out on both of them, make sure we don't get hit by anything. I have a tendency to go to the Prometheus school of dodging bullets by running away from them rather than just sidestepping them. Don't know where he is. I want to try and get rid of those flies. Just because those, if I kill one when I'm not intending to, I can be unprepared to dodge it. That's not a good thing. They ring around the rosy with the rock to try and avoid that shot. Just gotta be careful looking for him. He's up here somewhere. And overall, pretty uneventful. The Hanged Man will give us flight for one room. We came in through this door. We can go out through this door. We can go out through this door. Let's go out through this door. Let's go down first. And down was not the right option, so we're just gonna ignore that, head on back out. And this was not the right option either, but this one will be easier, so we'll just go ahead and kill this thing, because it'll be an easy room to clear. The other one can charge at us. And if we're not ready for it, we can be in for a bad time, so I just don't want to deal with that. Nice to get fear shot on these guys to keep them running away from me. We gotta wait for him to pop back up, and there we go. Get out of the penny. We'll keep heading up this time. We got these guys that just run around the room. Shouldn't have any issue avoiding them as long as we just pay attention. Yeah, so I haven't really been doing much research into what is actually coming with Repentance. I know that they've posted a decent stuff about it on the Steam page. They've posted clips and kind of highlights of it, I know. So I probably should be doing a better idea of keeping up what all's coming with it, but I kind of want it to be a surprise. To me, that would be better, more enjoyable to be kind of seeing it for the first time with, oh, that was a mistake. See it for the first time whenever I'm giving it a shot, giving it a playthrough. So that's kind of the route that I'm taking with it. I'm avoiding pretty much everything other than the price tag. I've got it wish listed on my Steam right now, just so I can know when it comes live. I'm not gonna buy it before. I'm not gonna pre-order it. I'm just gonna wait until it comes live, just because of budgeting stuff. These guys are annoying. You have to wait for them to pop up, and in doing so, you can get hit by other stuff if you're not paying attention, like I almost did there. And this might be the end. Surely not, though. I don't want to die to this room. This room's too easy. Oh, we might actually die to this room, though. Okay. Well, there's no point in not taking this now. Well, okay, never mind. There is a point in not taking it. That is why you don't take pills unless you have PhD. PhD will identify all the pills and tell you what they are, and it will remove any directly bad pills. I think it keeps I Am a Wizard because it's not actually bad. It's just not ideal, but that's why you don't usually take pills, is because you get something like this. So we're sitting on our little half red heart, which means literally anything that hits us is going to kill us. And that doesn't bode well for this room. Yep, and there we go. Well, 46 minutes. 50 minutes on the recording actually, but 46 minutes and I died. That's a pretty rough way to start, but hopefully you at least like the game. I'll be getting better the more that we play it, and I'll also be looking to put something up for Hades on the channel as well to give you guys a look at that. If there's anything that you want to see, anything that you want me to change, anything that you want me to work on or improve, please just leave a comment down below and let me know. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Good grief, I'm butchering this. If you like that video, hit the thumbs up. If you don't like it, hit the thumbs down and tell me why. And I look forward to seeing y'all in the future with more content. So I'll see y'all. Bye.